Today's update sponsored by Zoa, new energy drink by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Comes with 100% daily vitamins of C, B, and D, antioxidants, electrolytes, sugar-free, and camu. Tastes like chemicals and testosterone. Just another dumb day on Earth. Today's August 23rd. My name's Oregano, and these are your past week's headlines. I guess there was some rebellious spirit in the human consciousness last week because apparently there was a bomb threat at the Capitol. Just another day in America. And now Afghanistan needs $800 million for humanitarian aid with the crisis they're going through right now. It's a shit show there. More protests in Guatemala and France, particularly in France, over the COVID passport and restricting their freedoms there. The governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, the dude in the wheelchair, tested positive for coronavirus last week. Though we'll look at where he hangs out and who he hangs out with, and it's pretty obvious who he's intended to benefit. Also in my home state of Texas, officials asked U.S. government for mortuary trucks as COVID deaths rise. So what are you going to do, be a shut-in now? Bezos has the audacity to sue NASA over its deal with Elon Musk and SpaceX. Oh, so a rapid transit delivery service that made you billions of dollars isn't good enough? Western states are asking the government for millions of dollars to help combat with water strain and drought they're currently experiencing. So what you gonna do, drink money? Florida, yes, you guessed it, Florida is now the epicenter of the pandemic in the United States. And for good measure, McDonald's has a new glazed donut until September 1st intended to be shared because fuck it, late stage capitalism and you need diabetes. The United States, of all places, is urging more than 192 countries planning to send their leader or a government official to New York for the UN General Assembly not to come and to consider having it online to prevent a super spreader event. Tokyo has extended their state of emergency until September 1st. And Sony Chiba, the legend, died from COVID-19 complications in Japan. Australia reported its highest number of COVID-positive cases since the pandemic began. Greta Thunberg, the climate activist, on Thursday was like, we're all gonna die, so why don't you make it happen a little slower? Can you just stop? 40 million T-Mobile customers were hit by a US data breach. Personally, I always carry hollow points with me because you never know, there's the off chance that it might split apart. And a fusion experiment, the same process occurring in the sun, breaks records with 192 lasers blasting out 10 quadrillion watts of power. Again, the same process in the sun. And Musk unveils a new humanoid robot. Kind of reminds me of an elbow alligator.
Elbow gator.
You ever heard of an elbow alligator?
Elbow gator. Elbow what? You never heard of an albino alligator?
No. The fuck is that?
Now on to our weather and nature segment. The federal government on Monday declared a water shortage in the Colorado River for the first time ever, triggering mandatory water consumption cuts for states in the Southwest. Henry, hurricane, just lowered from a hurricane actually to a tropical storm, though still very dangerous, is battering the Northeast. And Haiti got slammed by a tropical depression Fred on top of the earthquake they just had, on top of having their president assassinated. And survivors have been abandoned because their government doesn't care about them.
If they send aid, we have to receive it. Let them not keep it. They have abandoned the people. We have no president, we have no lawmakers, we have no senators. We have been abandoned. We are just waiting for God.
In fact, their government doesn't even exist. Over 500,000 people need help. There was monsoon floodwaters that hit Flagstaff on Tuesday. Crazy. I was thinking about moving to Arizona or New Mexico, but now I'm completely out of anything west of the Mississippi River. And also deadly flooding in North Carolina leaves 20 missing. And Hurricane Grace is striking twice in Mexico. Saving the best for last, for the first time on record, precipitation on Saturday at the summit of Greenland, roughly 2 miles above sea level, fell as rain and not snow. The warm air fueled an extreme rain event that dumped 7 billion tons of water on the ice sheet, enough to fill the reflecting pool at the National Mall in Washington, D.C. nearly 250,000 times.
The fuck is that?
I'm not depressed, I'm just a doomer. Okay, lads and lasses, this has been your weekly update for August 23rd. My name was Reagan. Please hit subscribe, go to my Patreon, consider donating. It means a lot. I like to keep this program going and documenting the collapse, and to all my community members, your support and comments are always fully encouraged and appreciated. And on that note, I'll bid you adieu and have a smooth sailing this week. Ciao.